Virginia Tech plus 5.5. You can keep those points. We don't even need them. 2-1 last night. 2-0 the night before. That thing to break over the middle of the plate.
I think he stepped out either.
Let's go to Arby's.
What's up, everybody in Twitter land, YouTube land, Twitch land? It's just me tonight on the No Hedge Show. Elio's feeling a little under the weather. So I'm going to come on here and talk about a few things right now. First, let's take a look at live action we got going on. Jacksonville's just taken the lead on Cincinnati, 21-14. So remember, I had that tease down to 1.5. Really struggling in these early season teases, taking these sevens down to 1. It's not been good to me yet. We'll see what happens there. My Miami under, which looked like a lock at halftime. There's been 35 points scored in the first 20 minutes of the second half, and that is a big-time sweat right now. We can give up a field goal, I think. I've turned it off because I don't want to watch it anymore because that is depressing how that under has turned ugly so fast. We look at the baseball right now. The Boston Red Sox do not deserve to make the playoffs. I'm not going to sit here and say I hope they don't because they're my team, but they don't deserve to make the playoffs. You go to Baltimore and you lose 2 out of 3 to Baltimore in Baltimore, 107 loss team, a team that's putting guys out there wearing number 84, and you lose 2 out of 3. That's just, it's, to me, you don't deserve to make it. Yankees won tonight, so the Yankees now have a 2-game lead over Boston for the top spot. But I think they're now going to be tied with Seattle, and they'll still have their 1-game lead over Toronto. So they're now officially tied. Seattle is going to go to, I know they play Anaheim, but I don't know where. I'm going to look right now. Oh, it's in Seattle. So Angels go to Seattle. Toronto is home with Baltimore. So maybe Baltimore will keep this run going and beat Toronto a couple of times. Yankees go to Tampa, but Tampa's not playing for anything. They've already locked up the number 1 overall seed, so they don't give a shit about these games. So it's going to be a tough run for the Red Sox to get in. But, if you can't beat a team who doesn't give a shit, you don't deserve to be in. So whatever happens, happens. I mean, you got Chris Sale loses game 1. Pivetta was pitching well today. He gave up a 3-run bomb. But they're not hitting. I mean, Kiki Hernandez hits the first pitch of the game out of the park. They get the next 2 guys on, and they can't add on. You know, I've said it many times this year. I just don't think they're as good as their record indicates. I think they overachieved this year. And the fact that in the final weekend they're actually playing for something, if you had told me that in March, I would have said that's amazing. But to me, it's the way they got here to where they are right now, which is a massive collapse. Looks like Cincinnati's 3rd down. So I don't know if there's any comments. The hard part is I don't think we can see them. So I bet comments. We're trying to see if we can. We got eyes all over the place. We're on Twitch. If people are on Twitch and comment there, might be able to pick some stuff up. I don't know. Patrick's looking everywhere to see if we could still figure this shit out. It looks like it's a Twitter and StreamYard war. First down, Cincinnati. Big play. So let's take a look at some NFL games. Kind of take a look at some lines out there. I've got a bunch of football games out there. I've got LSU -3. I caught shit from people, the same person this morning about the line. I was able to find it at -3 somewhere. I know it's 3.5. I know it's 4 in some places. If you're able to get a 3, that's why, you got to kind of look around. You got to bet early. I bet it early. I caught it. The place where I had the 3 does not have a 3 anymore. It's 3.5. So I'm not posting lines that I don't have. Everything I've got here is what I have personally played and the number that I have played. Books have different numbers. Numbers move. I can't catch the number for you all the time. I try to put it out when I do it. But those are the numbers that I've played. I mean, we could take a look right now and see if any of those have moved. I know LSU has moved, which is a good sign. I mean, that's what you got. If you could see it at 3.5, if you want to buy the half, but if the line's moving against your team, so it's 3 to 4, that's a good sign. It means you're probably on the right side, but I don't know. NFL, Washington, Atlanta. I kind of like Atlanta in this game. I don't know why, because Atlanta breaks your heart every night, but there's a couple of trends out there in Atlanta, Washington. But let's look at this Patriot game for a minute. I've been talking to some people about this Patriots game tonight. After the way the Patriots looked last week, you would have thought they're going to lose by, 25, 28 points in this game here. And you got a line of 7. Now, it opened at 6.5, 6, somewhere around there, and it has gone from 6 to 7. But you have 92% of the bets coming in on Tampa. This has got to be the most lopsided NFL game in NFL history. I mean, obviously, there's no way to actually know that. I would bet that it's pretty close to the most lopsided game in the last 15 to 20 years, when you could probably find this information. But 92% of the bets, and this is by far the most heavily bet game of the weekend already, almost 23,000 tickets on it, and 92% are on the on Tampa, yet you're seeing the line not really move. And I'm actually looking at Pinnacle, and they've got -7 plus 101. So if you're taking the Pats +7, you're paying big juice for it. Meaning, like, this line might go to 6.5. It might reverse. That is like, that's fishy line. That is a fishy line, and it's fishy line movement. And it makes you think, like, if you watched the game last week, there's no reason to think that the Patriots are going to be in this game at all. But yet Vegas is kind of saying they are going to be in this game. And if you see this start to reverse a little bit, then what the hell is going on? If this line reverses and they come off that 7, that means they're taking action on the 7, on the Pats. What's going on here? Hold on. Let's look live. Burrow, it's 3rd and 4. Flag, complete, 10, 5, boom. Well, what's the flag? Where is the flag? Is it secondary or behind the line? I didn't see it. Burrow seems to be walking towards the touchdown. Illegal use of hands. Careful what you do with your hands. Look like we got a tie game. All right. Didn't know it was going to be this tough of a game tonight. This is the first week I haven't taken Jacksonville, but they haven't covered yet. What's this? No, it's nothing. Oh. Worked at Tony's tonight. Not very busy, but we had fun. I wish that I could get comments from people that could ask me about games here, but there's just no way to do it. No way to do it. Patrick, you see anything out there?
No, not right now. We've got nothing coming up on Twitch or YouTube. That's primarily, so if any of you guys want to comment, go on to Twitch or YouTube. That's where we'll be able to see your comments. Can't see anything on Twitter.
That sucks. Well, that's where we used to have some action. So we're still trying to figure this out, how we can circumvent this. That's why we're trying to broadcast on Twitch, when I know that's relatively new, but we're streaming over there to see if see if we can kind of figure it out, how to get a way to interact with you guys again. So, you got college football on Saturday. I put out a bunch of games yesterday. I got a couple more that I'm looking at. That Michigan-Wisconsin game. Wisconsin's a 2.5-point favorite now, so you're starting to see that line move a little bit. I guess it's 1.5, 2.5, depends where you are. I do like Michigan in it. I hate to say it because I don't think they're any good, but I don't think Wisconsin is all that great either. I haven't played that game yet, but I'm leaning Michigan. If the line gets to 3, I'll definitely take Michigan. Okay, now I do see. We just got this. How did we get this? How did we get this comment?
That's from YouTube.
So that came from YouTube. So if someone comments on YouTube, it comes here.
Yeah, and same with Twitch. It's just Twitter, the only one we won't be able to see on here.
All right, so everybody that's watching us, we need you to start watching us on Twitch so that we can actually interact. It looks like we're just not going to happen here on Twitter. Twitter, for some reason, you got into some type of fight with
Go down, everybody. The tag is right there. No Hedge 2112 on Twitch.
That's where we are now, and then we'd be able to get some comments. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself. There's no Elio tonight. He's under the weather. He's not feeling well. I don't know what he had. He thinks he had some bad haddock, and so we don't have him tonight. So it's really just me talking to myself. But we can. I would look at games, but there's so many college games, and I wasn't bad haddock. He had some haddock fish, and you were just interacting on Twitter last week with us. That's right. And so what happened was Periscope, which was I think that's how it worked. StreamYard was streaming to Periscope on Twitter, right?
Yeah. So
Periscope is now gone.
Yeah. So Periscope's gone now, and now it's Twitter and StreamYard are working directly with each other. And Twitter, for some reason, has just not allowed us to be able to see any of the comments or anything. It's just part of the new update that they put out. We're not really sure why, but
it doesn't make any sense. You update your product and you limit its availability.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
You got to question that type of update.
They took a lot of different features out. Either like we can't see any of the Twitter, like who's viewing the Twitter videos either.
All right, well, here we go. We got Churn Baby Churn. So we're picking up a few people here now. What are the plays tonight? Well, the play that I had tonight was the under in the Miami game. Miami College, 62. It was a cakewalk at halftime, and it's a track meet right now. I shut it off about 10 minutes ago. It was about 9 minutes to go, so I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know. I just want to hopefully look at it and see that I won. And the other play I had was I have a tease with Cincinnati down to -1.5 open-ended that I will fill on Sunday. Hopefully it's still alive come Sunday. Jacksonville has it 2nd and 3. Let's watch this play. And stuffed at the line, 3rd down. So I'm going to open up my sheet here, and I'm going to see what college games I could throw out there. See if I got any ones that are so. Baylor I've already given out. Kansas, Oklahoma I've already given out. Kind of looking here at this Texas TCU. Not sure if you hit game or not, but played Kentucky 8.5, now down to 7.5. Thoughts? Yeah, I have thoughts on that one. Hold on. Let me get over that. So I like that play. It's down to 7.5 now. You took Kentucky plus 8.5. Okay. Because well, that's good line. That's good line move for you right there. You always want to try to beat the closing line. I have Florida being a much bigger favorite in that game. So I would actually. You're saying the line is 7.5 now. Let me update my thing. I haven't done this yet today. So I see value in Florida in that game, but the fact that the line is dropping makes me a little leery about it. And so even though I may see value in the line at 7.5 for Florida, I don't necessarily like the direction it's going, which will make me to use a model in the NHL. I do have one. And I used it for the first time last year, and I did pretty well. I think I won between 15 and 20 units down the regular season. What I will say, in the playoffs, it was shit. So I will not use it in the playoffs this year. But in the regular season, it worked pretty good. I'm curious, though, to see out of the gate how it does. So I'm going to be very cautious on it. But if you have teams where there wasn't a lot of turnover, it should still work pretty well. But if you got teams that turned a lot of guys over, you may want to kind of hold off a little bit because a lot of the stats and data you have from last year. So I may not fire off on a way right out of the gate. I was thinking about looking and seeing how it did in preseason, but maybe more towards the end of preseason when guys are actually playing. But what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to look for and why can't I find it? I wanted to look at the bet totals and stuff for that Florida-Kentucky game. Well, hold on. That's what I wanted to do. Elio must really be dying if he's really dying. We're not going to get into it though. Florida. Hold on, let me find it. There's a lot of games. Here it is, Florida, Kentucky. Yeah. So the public's really, that's why I say I see value in Florida, but I'm kind of nervous about it, which makes me, question the value. The public is big onto Florida. It's big into Florida, yet the line on Kentucky's dropping. You got over 70% of the tickets on Florida, and the line's dropping. So you got a little reverse line move there. You could wait to see what happens. Maybe if it, this looks like a 3rd and 4. Lawrence is running all over the field, throws downfield, throws it away, 4th down. All right, maybe we're getting the ball back. So yeah, I mean, if you took Kentucky getting 8.5 and now it's 7.5, you should feel good about that. I would feel good about it. I'm probably staying away from the game, but I'd feel good about a Kentucky plus 8.5 right now. I don't know if there's any. I'm glad we're able to get some things here. This is good. Let's look at Pac-12. There were a lot of good Pac-12 games last week. They're all on late, so they're like Saturday night bailouts. You're sitting around, you've been out all day, and you got some college football on that's late. One total that I'm looking at here that I kind of like, the over in the UCLA Arizona State game. It's 55. I get that going over by quite a bit, actually. There's a couple other games here that I total wise, like that Stanford Oregon. I'm kind of leaning the under in that game. None of these I've played yet. UCLA, I know it's a 3:30 game because then I was looking at this, isn't it? Oh no, it's Saturday night. That's right. Thought it was. There's no way it's earlier than this. Yep. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a 10:30 game. Oh, it's like it's the really late night special. This is really okay. And so just to circle back to something I said when I first started LSU, I see 3s across the board on LSU right now. So that line, which was 3 when I got it, bumped up to 4. It is reversed back down. So you probably started to see the line cross into that 3.5. They started to get sharp. Auburn play when they got that half. We're back down to 3. So there you go. The 3s are out there and available again. I like LSU -3. That's a 9:00 game. That is a real late game for that big game. That's surprising. But that UCLA, you got a 55.5 everywhere. That UCLA, yeah. So I like the over in that game, and it's ticked up a little bit, which kind of solidifies me into thinking that the over is the right play. That's probably, I'm going to play that one at 10:30 at night. That's something for you to do from 10:30 at night to about 1 a.m. on Saturday if you're looking for a little something to do really late. I like that over. I like that LSU back down to 3. Washington, Oregon State's at 9:00 that night. Yeah, so I like Washington in that game. They're catching 2.5 when I did my sheet. Yeah, it's down to 1. So we may have missed our spot on this. They're now just small favorites, small dogs. I'm sorry. Kind of lean Washington in that game. We'll keep an eye on that late night encounter. Those late night encounters Saturday night. So Okay, so we're still doing all right here. I wish anything else anybody wants to talk about. Nebraska Northwestern. This is an interesting one. Let me see what we got here. I have a lot of trends and systems that I've either stolen from people or created over time, and there's a lot of them on Northwestern. Let me see what I got projected for this game. Where is it? Here it is. All right. So, Nebraska Northwestern. So, yeah. I like Northwestern. I'm playing Northwestern. I'm actually going to say now I remember what I was doing with this game. I was waiting to see where the line would go. I thought maybe it was climbing, see if it still climbed. Looks like it hasn't. I'm going to add it right now here live. I'm adding Northwestern plus whatever number you can get. Let's see what we got on Barstool for Northwestern. I'm going to pull it up right now. We'll do this live. We'll go to the Barstool app right now. So Cincinnati has the ball at their own 23. Here's a nice first down run. We got 5 minutes. Just go down and kick a field goal. All right. NCAAF. It's going to be 4,000 games. It's going to be impossible to find. All right. Upcoming. I want to see what we got here. And then this will be the official line that I put out. And then no one can, tomorrow morning, can say, oh, where to get that line? Your line shit, whatever. I don't want to listen to it. Okay? So I'm going to tell you whatever line Barstool has right now is what? Plus 12. You can get Northwestern plus 12 right now. Barstool. Lock it in. I'm locking it in right now. That's an official play. Patrick, add it to my list. Northwestern plus 2. Northwestern's one word, buddy. It's not Northwestern. It's Northwestern. I gave out Mortal Lock this last week on Browns spread. This week, it's Tennessee minus 6.5. This is a Mortal Lock from Don't Do Drugs. It's a good message. Don't do. There we go. Northwestern, one word. All right. All right, let's take a look here. 3rd and 1. Cincinnati. Play action. Oh, God, this is going to be. Oh, he's going to. 10-yard loss, sack, punt. All right, so what was that guy just said? Mortal Lock, Tennessee. Tennessee Titans. They're playing the New York Jets this week, aren't they? All right, hold on. I got stuff for that. We got an app for that. Hold on. Let's take a look. We'll flip to NFL. Look at everything over here. The jack off of all trades. Where is Cooney, by the way? We haven't heard from him in a while. We haven't heard from the jack off in quite some time. Have I not run this? No, I definitely have. Okay. Tennessee Titans, New York Jets. First down, Bengals. How? Was there a penalty? What did I miss? Chizilli, tell me how they got the first down. I need to know because he got sacked. Was there a penalty? They didn't run a play and I missed it. First down, Bengals. Yeah, I see it. Oh, you were highlighted. Okay. Tennessee Titans, New York Jets. All right, so 9, 7.5. You said it's 6.5 now. Is that the actual line? Is it 6.5 now? Penalty, brother. Nice. Holding on D. Holding on. Oh, holding on. Okay. So, Tennessee minus 6.5. That's your mortal lock. You know what? If the Bengals can cover that 1.5 tees for me, I'll use your mortal lock to fill my teaser. Take Tennessee down to 0. So Patrick is a great producer. We need more Patrick. We do need more Patrick. Patrick, come on.
Mr. Huge Doink.
Yeah, you got a fan. It's you don't know who that is. I assumed you knew who that was. All right, well,
I don't know anybody on Twitch. If it was a Twitter, I'd know who the Twitter is, but I don't know.
Well,
who
these
Mr.
people could be
Twitter is.
creating things now coming over from Twitter, creating you won't regret it. I'm going to do it. All right, let's see Cincinnati get there. Cincinnati first down play. They're just short. They're just short of midfield. So I like Tennessee's not a bad play. I don't mind it, but like I said though, if you take a look at, and I will flip to NFL. Tennessee. So you got a 7.5 opening at 7.5. You got 70% of the bet on Tennessee, yet you got line reversing. So I pay attention to this stuff. Sometimes I can go fucking nuts with all these things that I look at, but I kind of got a lot of different ways that I come up with games, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Let me look and see what Barstool's got for first down. Bengals, the Bungles. So yeah, you got Tennessee at 6.5, minus 115. I don't like the line move, to be honest with you. I like that it's at 6.5, so I'd be interested to see. It's a very heavily bet game. Let me take a look inside. So you got nothing, no line move at all at that one. Let's take a look here. So this has been bouncing back and forth all day today between 6.5 and 7. I think teasing it down to even money, if you took this tease tonight, it's definitely one that you could look at to fill an open tease with. Other ones you could look at, if you like the Redskins, that's a good line to fill. Minnesota, if you like Minnesota tomorrow, this week, that right now is a good number to fill tees with. You got a bunch out there. Saints at -7, KC at -7. You got Seattle Seahawks plus 2.5. That's a great number to fill at. Green Bay to take them down to 0. Tampa Bay to take them down to 0. So you got a lot of options out there to fill this open tease if anybody did it with me tonight. Xander Bogaerts does not want to go home yet. Well, maybe he should start getting a few hits instead of hitting the double plays. All right, so what do we got here? We got the 2-minute warning. Oh, we got a bunch of things here. Hold on. I'm sorry. I flipped. That kid is a beauty. He needs to be paid. I love him. Mr. Huge Doink. So if you don't, we got to figure who that is. Boston College, 17. BC's playing Clemson, aren't they? Is that right? Is BC playing Clemson? And are they getting 17 points? I didn't think it was that high. Has it gone up that high? All right, we got a first flag. That's going to make it difficult for us to. Where is BC? BC Clemson. Where is it? What time is that? I thought it was an early game. I don't. Yeah, Clemson has looked like shit. If BC's getting 17 points, and I think it's here at BC this weekend, you could take it. I mean, I certainly wouldn't play Clemson the way they've looked. They don't look anything like they have in the past, but at any minute, those guys could click. BC, yeah, I don't see 17. I don't know where you're getting that from. I see a smaller number. I mean, it's 14.5 or 15. If I had to play the game, I would take BC, but do you know Owen? Owen 1. No, I don't know. I love the tease play too. Might tease it with Chiefs. How often do you guys do the show? We do the show every night. Churn, baby, churn. Every single night. Normally, I have my co-host here with me, my longtime friend Elio with me. But Elio had some bad fish for dinner tonight. And look at this. I just got the update. We hit the under Miami. I shut it off with 9 minutes to go. I said, I'm not going to watch this. Final just popped up on my phone. Under 62, Miami is a winner. If I had a bell, I would ring it right now. I got to get a bell. Or at least an easy button. Oh, big play. Big play. Down to the 20. This would be a nice way to finish this show tonight. With a win that looked like a loss that came back and won. There it is. Miami under 62, a winner. And if we can pull this one out here, this would be a great. If they kick the field goal, we're off. We're done. We're going to sign off tonight. We're going to end it as a winner. We're going to end high. We're going to walk out like George Costanza did. Tell a joke. It wins. We're done. We're going to stay until this game ends. If anyone's got any,
I would really love a touchdown though, because I have
you
the
have
over.
What's the total?
46 and a half.
So 42.
All I need is a touchdown. Field goal's gonna do nothing for me.
So there's 21 seconds left.
Yeah, I
My
don't see
guess
it
is
happen.
they're gonna snap the ball and move it to the middle of the field and take a knee.
Damn.
I would be shocked if they ran a play.
They're not.
You needed him to break that right there, and I thought for a minute he was going to. So Patrick, you're rooting for a miss.
Yeah.
You are rooting for a missed field goal.
For a missed field goal. That's right. You are.
That's all I need.
I don't care. I win regardless.
Miami donked a field goal at the buzzer. Hey, a donked field goal, and now they actually ran a play, and they ran it over to the right side, so they're going to be on the right hash. Jacksonville has one timeout left. They're not even going to bother using it, which I actually – so he's going to save it to ice him? I guess that's a strategy. Churn, baby, churn. Good. I'm glad you're going to join us every night. We try to give out winners. And, sometimes we talk a little stupid shit. But, I'm here by myself, so I can't really. Miami misses a game winner. Glad I saw it. That away, Rico. I don't know if Rico played it or not, but I love Xander Bogaerts, but holy crap, has he been awful on the team as the most. I'm also a big fan of Xander Bogaerts. I like Xander, and he has been – I think I just saw someone post his second half numbers. I think he's hitting about 220 in the second half. I don't believe that because I don't think he was hitting 330 at the break, and if he's hitting 295 now, but all right. 35-yard field goal. Snap. Kick. Up. I can't see it. It's good. Game over. All right. Look at that. It's a hell of an ending. 1-0 night, our first half of our teas, and I made a promise here that if Patrick loses, I'm sorry, Patrick. Let me take you didn't. Let me just take a look at what I had for this game on a total front. Not that I'm more curious for myself. So I had this as I would have played. Doesn't matter what I would have played. I'm sorry, Patrick. It's tough. It's tough business.
It is what it is.
It's a tough business. I mean,
I'm just now watching it too. Like if you're way ahead of me on the.
I couldn't tell if he made it because I'm, the TV's over there. I have a TV right behind me, but my kids lost the remote control in here. I've been able to turn that TV on in a month. I've searched this whole room. I have no idea where it is. Could be maybe it's in the. Ours
is just crazy slow. So I literally just watched it now. If we weren't live, I would have had no idea. I usually find out because you guys tweet, and I still get the tweets.
We're that far ahead of you. Oh my God, I'm watching this Miami kick. It was a 33-yard field goal that they missed. I still would have won even if he made it, but he missed it from 33 yards. I'm glad because I hate Miami. So Virginia gets the win. Good for Virginia. I don't know. Has Miami won a game yet?
What was the final of that game?
30-28. So it would have been 61. I had a total of 62. So even if he made it, I would have won. So it would have worked. Well, you win some, you lose some. But I won the baseball plays. I've won 2 plays. My last 2 plays I've won. Maybe I'm on a win streak now here. Needed it. needed to win tonight. I'm going to fill that tease with Tennessee because I said I would, and I believe in honoring that. So the Tennessee is going to be the second half of my open tease. I'll do it now. I was looking up something on Barstool when that all happened. I got sidetracked. What the hell was I doing? Oh, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee is 6.5. Let me just take a look here. Other games that on Barstool right now. Carolina getting 4.5 from the Cowboys at home with a 52. That line's gone up. Hasn't it? Yeah. That line has gone up. Kind of like that under. But, all right. I think we're going to call it a night there. I think I didn't plan on going on this long because I didn't have Elio, but we kind of got we got some comments in here now, so that was kind of good. But I think we'll call it a night. We hit our under. We hit our tees. We'll call it a night. We'll be back tomorrow night around 10:30, and we'll have a full college football card ready to go for Saturday. I know Elio has a parlay on Barstool for Saturday. There it is right there. Missouri money line, Alabama money line, Notre Dame money line, USC money line, Wake Forest money line. That is 650 right now. It will be boosted. So it'll get boosted up over 700. So get out there and play that. And we will be back tomorrow night. Patrick, good night. I hope you will bounce back tomorrow with some winning plays for you tomorrow night to get your money back.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
You have a good night, all right?
You too. I'll see you.
Bye.